Good morning.
No paper.
No paper?
No paper.
My goodness. This is my second trip up the hill. I'm moving the bowls back down now that everybody's had time to eat spaced apart. Had to refresh all of the big water bowls this morning. That's pretty much a daily thing in the summertime, but this time of year in particular with the baby raccoons, the water bowls are super muddy in the morning. Hi, Mart. Hi, Marty. Hi. Morris. Morris is on the tires over there. Hi. Are you cute stuff today, Marty? Hi, sweetie. Yeah, that's just Stripe coming up behind me. Hi. There's my buddy. Good morning, Tux. Don's gonna pull out the car so we can go for our walk. I'm just chilling here for a second. Hey, bud. Hi. Psst. Usually the town is really quick about getting out there and taking down the plastic fencing and, you know, doing cleanup. I don't know if that'll be the case since the 4th is an actual Sunday this year. Not so much the holiday part, but the Sunday part. It's highly unlikely that they'll leave all that stuff up until, say, Tuesday, but we'll see. I didn't hear anything negative on Facebook last night, just lots of people saying it was a super awesome display and they had a great time. So it does not look like they're out working. So that's probably just for the best. I mean, to me, it's totally cool if they leave that stuff up till Tuesday and the guys enjoy their weekend. There was a couple of really loud, obviously illegal fireworks that went off behind us, like literally 3 or 4 minutes before the show started. And I don't know, less than a minute after they went off, the firemen and one of the rescue people, they headed toward in the direction of where that fireworks went off, and we don't know that it was related, but it seemed mighty suspicious. I mean, they plowed down Judd Parkway at full speed despite the traffic. Of course, they were as loud as could be and you could hear them coming and people had time to get out of the way. I'm not saying it wasn't safe, but I was like, wow.
It was a full-blown emergency.
It was an emergency, whatever it was they were booking. So I hope whatever that was that happened right before the show, I hope the people are okay, whether they did something silly with fireworks or not. We're back at the Fuquay Greenway Trail this morning, walking toward what will be this August, the Willow Springs High School.
Yeah.
This is, I believe it is changing its name. It was only temporarily the Fuquay High School. I picked this trail on Sunday morning because it's a little bit of a change of pace. There's a decent amount of shade for 2/3 of the trail. The part at the end where we stretch out our mileage a little bit gets us some sun, and it's generally easy walking and peaceful. It feels so nice and cool out here this morning, and so far nobody but us. Not that we mind seeing people on the trail, but it's pretty peaceful. There's no lawn equipment this morning. That's the difference. I actually can hear birds and water. See, I can hear water. Good morning, handsome.
Oh, well, thank you, pretty girl.
Just me and you.
Yeah. Beautiful morning.
My heart's only at 110 beats per minute. Come on, speed it up just because it's Sunday and a holiday.
Give me that cute little bottom of yours. Right on up that way and get up there and get to the turnaround point and come back and meet me, and I'll turn around wherever you meet me.
No.
No.
Yep, it's a cloud-free day today too. It's pretty out there. I love this view. I do. I missed the egret. I was trying to start the camera. Oh well.
Yeah.
We haven't seen an egret over here before. Usually it's the herons. But they're all over around this part of North Carolina too. All right, we made it to the lift station. It's the turnaround spot. Ooh. I am at 1.3 miles, 30 minutes of walking.
I'm at 30 minutes of walking, 1.53 miles.
Yeah, your equipment always inflates.
It's funny that you say that. I read an article, last night, the guy said why he will not use fitness trackers. He doesn't like the GPSs and fitness trackers. He thinks that the watches, like the Garmin, that actually have the dedicated GPS built into the watch itself,
yeah,
is accurate. He said for his training, he sounded like he was a semi-elite person, athletic type, versus just me walking. I don't care if it's off a tenth of a mile.
Right.
But he said he's done his runs and times and stuff, and he knows. And he says he's tried a lot of different fitness trackers, and he said they can be as off from like 20%, and they're all GPS on the phone base.
Right. Well, what I would say is happening is I prefer to wear my watch on my right hand, and I am often holding the camera, and I am not really swinging my arms a lot. And I'm not swinging my left arm because that causes me trouble. I'm having some, loss of sensation in my fingertips and other things going on with that arm. So the last thing I want to do is exacerbate that, or I want to save it for Legos and not be using up my movement on my walk. But I'm not swinging my right arm. I'm holding the camera. Either I'm filming or I'm just holding it. And so I'm probably that swinging motion a little bit helps the watch figure out some of these things. And I may be missing that a little bit if I had to guess. But we're just using it to try to say, okay, we've met what we roughly believe is a minimum exercise for the day, or wow, today I really did extra good. That's all we're using it for. Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Muscovy. You here in the shade? I don't see any of your other buddies this morning. Often there's like 30 Canadian geese. Maybe it's because nobody's been by to draw them over with feeding them this morning. I suppose if somebody was over there with some food, they'd probably flock on in. It'd be surprise you how fast they'd move, but there's none of the waterfowl along the trail like we usually see. Clear signs they've been there recently, but not right now.
Button.
How much?
3 miles on the button.
All right. I see that. Cool. Poor Donnie, still no sign of his paper, and all he wants to do on a holiday morning when he actually has time to read it and it's a big enough paper to matter is sit back with it, but we're not going to call. We don't want to get the guy in trouble. If it's missing 2 days in a row, I'll call. Don says usually when this happens, both papers show up the next day. Something has happened to the carrier and calling and complaining for 1 day of miss. Yeah, I mean, people are human, so we're just going to chill. But does he miss his paper? Yes. It's going on 2 in the afternoon. Don and I are headed out, and look what got delivered.
That's what happens when you get up at the crack of dawn every morning. You get out here before the paper does.
It wasn't the crack of dawn. I even let you sleep an extra 15 minutes today.
Well, it felt like crack of dawn to me.
So I decided to let the guys off the hook on the Raleigh fireworks tonight.
But that's okay. she's gonna have plenty of fireworks tomorrow.
Right, we're gonna go to the Holly Springs fireworks tomorrow, and I asked Dawn if instead of parking farther away and in and out quick, if we could really go on to the farm with our chairs and sit and enjoy the show up close.
We're gonna go do the whole 9 yards. You know, gonna be there for a couple hours trapped, but that's all right.
Yeah, it is. It is what it is, and we're not doing all 3 nights this year, so I've compromised. Johnny kind of wanted a down day, and I like the fireworks in Raleigh better when they were actually over the buildings.
Yeah.
And Dawn knew how to park us by that.
Oh yeah, that was easy to get in and out of.
That spot by the bridge, and we had this great view and not too many people, and we were in and out pretty quick. And so they said they moved it because more people could pack in to see them. But I kind of think all the people downtown that got to see them from the other location was pretty cool. So
yeah.
That was part of my decision. That's just sitting in the, it was going to be a 5-hour investment to go into Raleigh, park and wait, and then get back out. It was about 5 hours last year. So it's a good show. It goes on for like 20-25 minutes, but yeah, we'll take a break this year. Maybe next year we'll see.
Yeah, well, if you could do the tailgate thing where you take your barbecue grill.
And I think they don't want people to do that, so you could have snacks and stuff. But I think if you tried to light up a grill in the PNC lot.
What do I know? I don't tailgate.
Right, I did some research this morning, and we don't tailgate. Anyway, I'm gonna make the guys chicken wings and ice cream, and we're just gonna hang out tonight and sort of have a little inside picnic. We're headed to the new Lowe's. It's open sometime in the last week over in Holly Springs. I told Dawn I wanted to get out for a little while, but you know, nothing too big. So we're gonna go check out the new Lowe's and see. I'm sure it's gonna be great over there, and check it out. I want to look at the plants. I did see official statements from Fuquay Police and the town of Fuquay that South Park, Jeff Wells Trail that we walk in the mornings, and something else around there were closed, but only for the 3rd. So like Dawn said, they put up the barricades early as a signaling thing, but actually the day of the event is when everything was officially closed. So I did see that. So we'll know for next year it's really the day of the event that it's closed. It takes them a few days to get the barricades and stuff put in place, and always check the town website when in doubt. So coming in the back way, we've made a right turn before we got to Walmart and 55. We should be able to come in from back this direction.
Yeah, I'm making all right turns today.
It's just amazing that these have gone up over here. I don't even know when that happened. They're like sort of out in the middle of a field, but no worries, no worries. It'll all be filled in. This field over here, this empty field, it'll all be filled in the next year. You just, you know, it's gonna happen. So this is coming up to the Lowe's.
It must be the back to the Walmart.
Walmart, yep, I would think so. Yep, this is the turn in for Lowe's. When we come out, we'll go the other way, but you can see they've paved up to the street.
Yeah.
I'm sure the sign is meant to say now open.
Well, we're gonna risk it.
Well, I was gonna say, we figured out they were open because I got all these people parked up near the storefront and everything. I still didn't see a splash on Facebook or anything about the grand opening. I guess it's possible the grand opening official is still yet to come, but I don't know.
I think so.
There's quite a few people over here today. Wow.
Yeah.
This parking lot looks so huge, and now it seems so small.
Yeah,
I do see it.
Yep, Model 3. Can we start in the garden center? Please, 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 please.
Start wherever my sweetie wants to go.
Okay.
The wallet staying in the back pocket.
I got persuasion techniques. That is a nice restored Mustang there. I have an appreciation for that. Well, it has an antique auto plate, but it doesn't. The 68 on the license plate.
It
says 68.
Well, I'm not a Mustang guy, so the fact that I can't tell my Mustang years isn't an issue.
Security cameras powered by a couple of solar panels. I guess I wonder if that'll stay there since it looks portable now that they're open. I guess I get it when everything was under construction and they were worried about not enough people around and things getting damaged. Well, I really do like that pot, but not $74 worth of like. If I was going to spend that much money on one, I'd go buy one from Nelsa at the Garden Hut.
Yeah, that's right.
I do like that bird bath. It's actually resin, so it shouldn't crack in the wintertime. You understand, bird baths at our house are really cat drinking places. I do love me some coneflower, but the only thing that loves coneflower more than me are the deer.
Yeah, this is also, see right here it says deer food.
Funny. I would have coneflower, but nope, not to be in our yard. Don says he really likes the coleus with the 3 different varieties mixed together, so next year I have a hint. The air conditioning, you could feel it just spilling out of the building as we walked past. I told him I want to relook at 2 things. So I have that really cool empty pot I got at Guardian Angel a few weeks ago. It won't be empty much longer.
I got my 10,000 steps. I can go sit down and see it's fireworks.
Good for you. I see that.
I don't know. What do you think? You think you and Tux might like that?
Maybe. Could be.
Could be. It looks pretty interesting.
It's
$500.
It's actually not that comfortable.
Yeah.
You want to know the truth.
I understand.
Ego stuff, you know, they jump stores from Home Depot over to Lowe's. We don't think we have the full scoop on that.
Yeah.
So the 56 volt mower, similar to ours, is $549. Self-propelled, this one here. It's got a few modifications that are nice, but not enough to go buy a mower when ours works perfect. Yeah, don't get the non-self-propelled one. Just don't do it. Get for the $150. That self-propelled is like magic. I mean, you gotta have it. Unless you got, you know, well, I was gonna say, you know, if only 1,000 square foot of grass and it's totally flat, you should definitely get the self-propelled. It even helps making, you know, if you got carpal tunnel or stuff like I do, it helps do the turns good. There you go for teenagers, the real mower. I was looking to see if they had the robot vacuum or mowers. I don't see them though. I saw the big Husqvarna box and I was like, oh, where's the robot vac? But keep on calling it a vac, but I mean mower. You guys know I mean mower. As tempting as that Husqvarna robot vac is mower, I still want to keep pushing. I need the exercise. It's complicated with the hill. It's complicated with the zones. It's complicated with the kitties, and I need the exercise. So, but when I'm done, when I'm ready to be done, then we'll talk about the. Don says he wants one with vision. He's waiting for vision.
Yeah, the AI.
Although I think that high-end Husqvarna will do pretty much what we need it to do.
Yeah. So my girl, she comes over here. She sees these things. She sees cat scratching mats.
True. He knows me all too well.
Yeah.
And then I saw the prices on the little tiny, like, small rugs, and I'm like, this is why I buy them at Guardian Angel, especially when they're for the cats. But you know, this one here does look extra special. It's like their own personal thistle. I mean, God, can you just imagine? Jute. I mean, it is. It's jute. That is a
disaster waiting to happen.
A cat favorite, I can tell you right now. I don't even have to think about it anymore. You're risking a project by walking on the plumbing aisle. Mostly he wanted to know what shark bite products they carried here.
You know, see what they've got. And they sell the straight tube. They got a full complement of it.
Yeah, well, this store is bigger than the Home Depot. They just cannot possibly carry as much, and that Fuquay store was built for a small town that is now a very large town. So, of course, cite the store if you don't need it in an emergency. You and JB did such a good job, I don't have to covet it too bad, but I have to say that that red and black is looking pretty sweet, I got a couple other choices too. A Cobalt and then some other brand over there. What's this say about me that I see this organizational red and black stuff for the garage and I'm like salivating? Don would have no trouble pushing over a garage storage redo through me. Don's right. I'm all in on Harbor Freight's version of these storage containers now. I can't switch now. So this big mailbox here is the one that Don has. And we've even had the postal carrier thank us for mounting the larger box and not going with the smaller ones. And look, it's only 12 bucks more. Big difference in what packages can fit in. And that was before the Amazon surge, because Don had that box when I moved in.
I've been spoiled. I would never buy another master lock.
No, not after watching the lock picking lawyer. Yeah, they barely keep honest people honest.
Yeah, I was going to say, he basically looks at them and they open up. So it's like, you know, that's really scary how unsecure locks are, padlocks are.
Yeah. And trying to see if they have the little lock for school, the little twist combination. Here we go. Here, this brings back memories from the 80s over at Parkwood High. A lot of Ring doorbell stuff on the doorbell aisle. And Don said, boy, they don't have much home automation. And I said, that's because all it is doorbells. And here's the rest of the stuff. Yeah. Here's the indoor Ring camera. We have some of those. Here's that floodlight or spotlight cam.
Yeah, this is one of them.
Yeah, this is the one we actually have, the spotlight cam, because we don't have it. Ours doesn't have the flood attached because Don had already put up the floods.
Yeah, I didn't mean to flood that.
Yeah, this is your hub that's in the bedroom on the nightstand, right?
Yeah.
And we got a couple of versions of the doorbells now. The very original one, not a second gen, but a first gen.
And a third gen.
Yeah, we got a first and a third. Yeah. Show off. So the out over here isn't quite ready, no big deal. And I noticed a free air station over there on the work contractor side. They're close, but not quite done in time for the 4th of July weekend. And there will be a lot of people over here tomorrow trying to see the fireworks from the Walmart and the Lowe's parking lot.
I agree.
Well, if I had a little kid and I lived nearby, we would definitely make this part of our weekend at some point. You just can't not. It's very
I agree.
Fun. The ball field down there didn't look too much worse for wear, but there are a couple of ruts out in the outfield that the town's gonna have to repair. Don says he's surprised they didn't lay a few pieces of plywood down, but plywood's a lot more expensive now than it used to be, so.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Well, they usually, you know, they reuse it up at the Durham Bulls. They always basically put the plywood down when they wheel out the fireworks. Of course, they do it like every Friday night.
Right, they got them a real sequence system up there. They are having fireworks tonight at the ball game. It was tonight, and there are fireworks. Maybe we'll try to go again next year. Yeah. This year, when it was the right time to buy tickets, I don't think, you know, usually I think about it in February, and I don't think we knew how things were going to be in February.
Yeah.
Don's helping me cook in the kitchen. Oh, let me show him the wings.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm showing him you. This is number one. Johnny asked to try some teriyaki. Pull out the one, show him we got an extra. Oh, that one too hot.
A little hot.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, Johnny wanted me to try some teriyaki, so some of them are teriyaki and some of them are sriracha sauce with butter. Both with butter. Lots of butter and bacon grease.
Bacon grease, that's right.
Yeah, I got a propensity for burning myself, especially on holidays, and Dawn doesn't like to let me get burnt. So
no, I don't like
a lot of times when I cook the bacon or I'm dealing with that grease, Dawn comes and gets between me and I don't know why it is that I burn myself, but pretty much every Thanksgiving and Christmas, every time I'm out there cooking, and those wings cause a lot of spatter.
Yeah. Cook a lot of stuff in fats. You get a lot of spatter.
Yeah, which would pretty much be most days for us, but yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know that you can tell the difference too much, but these are the teriyaki, and then the rest of these are butter, sriracha. Yum. Feast time.
Amen.
I think it's ice cream time.
It is ice cream time, baby.
So, you know, I use the same mix every time, which does contain raw egg yolks, which we're not worried about eating. Tonight I have half a jar of this organic fruit spread from Whole Foods. I use strawberry. I told Johnny if he wanted to put some more on, he could, because I used half a jar. That's about the right sweetness. I don't need to put the maple syrup in my base that I normally would use for like the coffee or whatever. So, and Don, I own making it and Don owns scooping it.
Yeah.
It starts out scooping easy, but then at the end you got to take the ring insert out, and it's a little more work. So he owns getting the very last drop. That's his job.
That's my job. I don't mind.